Hello YouTube. So sometimes it's hard to think of video ideas on the spot. Just turning on the camera and flowingly, is that a word? Just talking to you. Like sometimes it's hard to get the right thought process. So what I've got here is I've scripted something. It was actually a comment I left on another YouTube video, but it was actually quite personal, so I'm gonna read it to you and yeah, enjoy. I believe the best lessons in life come from a time of real pain. Whether that be physical or mental pain, it doesn't matter. It's like we hit rock bottom and are forced to face up to who we really are as individuals. I used to take drugs and alcohol every day and was surrounded by fake people for around 4 years of my life. I got introduced to psychedelics, and within this year I started to notice the truth, going through several ego deaths and a lot of relationship problems with my friends and family. I realised that there was so much more to life than what we have been told at school, and I started to educate myself on enlightening topics and spend much more time alone. This led me to the spiritual path. I don't regret one bit of my past. Trauma is honestly one of the realest emotions you can feel in hard times, and I believe it to be the biggest test. You can either I'm losing my voice, sorry. You either end it there or you choose to make a change. I chose to change, and for the better. I now make YouTube videos, meditate daily, and have a constant thirst for new knowledge. The hardest part for me now is trying to help my sisters realise their worth and importance on this planet, without them having to go through the same thing as me. Even though deep inside I know you have to go through this process to come out stronger than ever. It's like ripping apart your reality and then having the ability to rebuild it on your own terms. Yeah. So basically what I'm saying is I truly believe that you have to go through something which is going to challenge you so deeply in order to make a true change. It's like a big incentive to want to change. Because I've said so many times in the past, while being on a neutral level of consciousness or a neutral level of emotion, that I'm going to change for the better and I'm going to turn over a new leaf. But it's not sustainable. But it's not sustainable and it doesn't last. It doesn't. You don't stick at it. Yeah, you might change for a few weeks, but it's only something that's truly challenging to your ego and pretty much everything about you that makes you make the biggest change of your life, that makes you actually turn around and take a good look at everything from a different perspective. And for me, this was induced by psychedelic drugs, and but I say if I hadn't been through them hard times before the psychedelic drugs, with all the different drugs and alcohol being involved in my life, then I probably wouldn't have even realised the spiritual path. Maybe I would have just taken psychoactive compounds just for fun. And it did start off as fun until I started looking at a deeper aspect of life. And maybe it would have happened, but maybe it wouldn't, which is why I'm thankful for everything that's happened in my life, and I don't regret anything. Because what's the point in regretting something that's made you who you are today? It's like you've got a choice, and this choice often comes in the hardest times, and you either stop, you either finish everything, or you go up. And for me, the only way was up. There was no end to it all. It was up. I knew from that moment on that I was going to make the change and I wasn't going to go back to being the old me. And obviously the journey's been difficult and I still go through hard times now, but now I have that mental clarity to be able to say thank you, and I'm grateful for everything that's happened in my life. I'm grateful for it all, and yeah, that's something I wasn't able to do before. Like when I used to get depressed, I used to just sit there and feel sorry for myself, and now it's like, no, I'm going to feel these emotions, but at the same time, I'm going to be grateful for being able to feel these emotions and being here. Because there's plenty of people out there who have died at such a young age from causes that they can't help, and they'd be so thankful and grateful to be able to live the life that I have, or live the life that many other people have who may not be so grateful for. Which is why you should be grateful for everything that's in your life. Be grateful for being able to rub your hands together, for having hair, for having a personality, for being able to think and talk and all these things, even being able to see. Be thankful for it all, because we take so much for granted in this life that it's just mad. Like, there's people starving in Africa, and you've got all this stuff and you're taking it for granted. Just don't. If you love yourself enough, you'll be thankful no matter what happens in your life. You will try to see the optimistic side to everything, and pessimism will be right at the bottom of your bucket list. You won't want to even go near that bad outlook on life, because you know there's so much more out there. There's so many more bigger things which are much more important than you, but you're the person perceiving them. And no, there's nothing out there that's important. The only thing that's important is the way you perceive it. See, you can go into a situation and one person thinks it's shit and the other person thinks it's the best thing that's ever happened in their life. Which person do you want to be? Do you want to be the one who enjoys it for what it is? Or do you want to be the one who hates every moment of it and would rather be at some place else in time? I know which one I'd rather be. I'd rather be the one who can enjoy every moment of my life, because I'm lucky to have it. And I'm thankful. Thank you. Gratitude is one of the greatest emotions you can express, because it's real. And it's meaningful. And it's so easy to do. It's not hard to sit there and say thank you when you're crying your eyes out over something you can't control. Just keep saying thank you, because you're able to cry, you're able to feel these emotions, and you're able to smile and laugh and be happy. Just be grateful in every single moment that you're here. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I feel like I've this video is a lot better than the one I made yesterday, because I had a basis behind it, rather than just turning on the camera and expecting myself to be able to talk about something which isn't fresh in my mind. So yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and yeah, bye.